Friday, everybody. As you can see, it's kind of busy here. Well, not see, but here. We got a couple cops just chilling in our parking lot. I had that air conditioner running pretty good. Just chilling in our parking lot. Wonder what they're up to. Not in the car. They're not in the cars. Where are they? Hey, Al, dude, long time no see, bro. How you doing? There's nobody here. Well, you can't really see what's on the screen, but it's an incident report. Was there an incident here? Well, why would you leave your cars running with your air conditioner on full blast? I don't even see the police here. Are we gonna do a scavenger hunt, ladies and gentlemen? Game of hide and seek? Well, before we do, let's go ahead and get these car numbers of the ones that are running. We'll get the car number of the one who left his information open. Peace, officer, my ass. 78973. 80436. Where do they put the numbers on these cars? I swear to God, they're supposed to be on the trunk. But we'll check this other one over here real quick, and then we'll go play some, figure out what's going on, yeah? I couldn't sleep anyway. Decided to go for a walk. I had no idea they were here. It's funny, this one's not running, but he has his computer on. Those two over there are running. So, but this is an incident report. Got a subject that doesn't really say anything else. Nothing interesting anyway. Well, let's meander around. Oh, there's a cop sitting up there too. Look at this. Let's see what he's up to. Dude, why is it that there are so many cops here all the time? There hasn't been any actual real crime in this apartment complex for years. Well, a year, sorry. Let's see what this guy's up to. We just chilling, looking for people to come home drunk, I guess. And just to remind viewers, I live in a college town, so on a Friday night, it's fairly busy. Let's see what we got going on here. See, he's got a number on the back of his. R07 78972. Should we go back to hide and seek? See if he's gonna catch any criminals. See, the last time they were all here, there was a cop sitting in the roadway with her lights blaring, but they wouldn't turn it off for safety. But it seems like when you want to hide in order to catch somebody, you don't have those lights on, huh? Oh. It's weird how the rules change depending on how much of an ego they have. I wonder where these other officers are that left their cars running. You think this officer will tell us? AQLD. Excuse me, do you know where the officers are that those two cars are? That are running over there with nobody in them? Oh. What'd you guys get called out here for? What'd you guys get called out here for? Loitering? Oh. It's a lot of cops for some loiterers. It's as many as you guys had out here for that fake shooting. Loiterers. See if they caught anybody. You guys catch those loiterers? Sorry? You catch those loiterers? Loiterers? Yeah, that's what you're out here for, right? Loitering? People loitering?
No, we're just doing a patrol.
Oh. Do they normally leave the cars running while they're walking around? Because you did great, dude. Your car's off. That's awesome, dude. Do they normally?
It depends, you know, alternators and stuff like that. And all the extra electronics and stuff.
Dude, your computer's on and your car's not running. Theirs weren't on and theirs are running hardcore. So much so that it looked like someone was having sex in that car that's all fogged up from the air conditioning. Yeah. So he's over here for loitering. These guys are here just because they wanted to check out how cool our apartments are, I guess. They're all rolling out. I mean, I would figure that if you wanted to actually truly keep a community safe, that you would make it known that there are police here. You wouldn't be walking around in dark uniforms in the dark looking for somebody. If you were just really here just to patrol and make sure everyone's good, that's what the whole idea of a marked unit is for. To give the impression that there is a police presence, so don't commit some crimes. That's why I always found it odd when, here comes another one. Is he coming around here? No way. Dude. No, he's just going around the circle. Just having a good time. Makes me wonder about the safety of my community if every weekend we've got like a gaggle of police officers here. I don't know. And now he's taking off. There weren't any loiterers. Didn't have to lie. It's just curious. I know what was happening though. There were a bunch of kids talking about where they were going to go to next. And the whole group of them just took off. And then all of a sudden, all the cops decided to take off. Makes you wonder if they're going to that same place. But we'll walk out here real quick just to see if they're truly all the way gone. And then we'll go on our way. Hey, Mike, how's it going, man? Some cops were playing hide and seek here. One officer told me they were here for a call for loiterers. And then the three officers, when they finally came back to their cars, decided to say, nah, just doing a safety check in our all dark uniforms, hiding in the dark with our cars, lights all off. Which, to me, seems to defeat the purpose of making the community safer. But we'll walk down to the end here. I wonder if anyone got pulled over right after they left here. And then we'll end it. I just couldn't sleep. And was wandering around. A lot of people were outside having a good time, listening to some music. But the party is somewhere else, and I wasn't invited, so I don't get to go. Man, it's a really nice night tonight, though. Look at that. All these people coming back. Nothing like living in a community with a bunch of college students. Oh, there's a cop coming back. Wonder what he's up to. Now, there's no way that Camaro wasn't speeding past this guy. And I guess it's all right. You know, I don't like seeing people get extorted for money. But honestly, if you're not going to do your job, he's going in there. What was the call this time? They just taking turns cycling through? Make me walk all the way back. Stupid. Why couldn't you just told me someone else was coming? He knows what I'm doing here. So this will be the 5th officer that's been here tonight. Maybe they'll be a little more forthcoming about what they're doing. Because as it turns out, I don't know if you guys know this, but cops lie. I don't know if anyone's ever told you this, but when I asked why those officers were here the last time, oh, he definitely saw something he wants to get. But they told me that they were here because there was a shooting. No record of any shooting. I talked to the public information officer for Richland County. Looking right at me. What are you doing, buddy? You were parked there for a good second until I walked back in. Oh, I just like recording the police. It makes them feel uncomfortable. What we got going through there? It was nuts. Like, there were 3 officers just walking around in the dark in the complex. They had left their cars running. I like how the one officer tried to back them up, though, by saying sometimes they got to leave it running for their equipment and stuff. But the one officer who actually had his car off was actually running his computer on it for the incident report that he was here for. But the other 2 were running, had the air conditioner on, so cold that it looked like the car from the Titanic after Leo got done putting it to Kate Winslet. Hauling ass. Well, I don't see any lights down here, so we'll walk down to the end. I know there's only 3 of you here right now. This is not too hot out here. Like I said before I saw that cop, look how nice it looks out here. The sky looks really high. Like, normally there's clouds during the day because we're in the rainy part. But I know it sounded so stupid that the sky looks really high. Oh my god. I should really start writing scripts for these lives. Weird though that a guy would pull in there, park like he's going to be doing something, and as soon as he sees me walk back in with the camera, he hauls ass out of here. It's almost like the loiterers they're looking for themselves. Well, I do appreciate the 2 of you chilling out in here with me. I know it's not exciting. I don't have a panel with Bunch of cool auditors going on, and I don't really have much to say. They're gonna try and turn in there, and that gate's closed. But if they had pulled over anybody, I'm pretty sure I'd be able to see their flashers by now. But we'll take one look real quick. They scattered real fast. I wanted to play hide and seek with those ones that were walking around, but they came running back to their car after the dude radioed them and told them I was looking in the vehicles. So nobody, no blue lights, no red lights. But thanks for all coming to hang out. I'm going to walk back up here, see if any other officers are going to want to come up and try and bullshit as to why they're just chilling on our property. Whew. Appreciate you guys hanging out, though. Gets lonely when I can't sleep. My teenage son, he was bragging about how since it was Friday, he was going to stay up until like 2 or 3 in the morning playing games. I walked up to his room at like 11:30, and he was passed out on his bed. Hey, Pepperoni, what's up, man? Sorry, I'm not actually like looking at these as they come in, I guess. So next week, Pepperoni, are you still here? Nice, dude. So next week, a couple of us want to get together and go hit up DHEC. I got a couple questions I want to ask him. I was going to go today, but something came up. I wasn't able to go out. But I want to ask him a few questions about the system they have in place for calling people about their vaccinations. Still got to go hit up Fort Jackson and the little artillery section that they have there with all those cool displays. I didn't grab my gimbal because I wasn't expecting to film anything. Well, every day is good for you, man. You know that we'll just have to get a group email going or something so that we can coordinate a day. I'm pretty much stuck at home for right now with my car being broke down to the end of the month. So I'm down whenever. I don't do much. I think tomorrow's a home game for South Carolina. I'm not sure. I haven't looked, which means that anybody driving around here is just going to be a bastard. The cool part about living in this type of environment, though, is most of them are college-age students who are used to being on camera. So I don't ever really have to deal with Karens and stuff telling me, oh, you can't film here, blah, blah, blah. Most of the time they ask what I'm filming. I say I'm filming the cops, and they laugh and say, get them, something along those lines. But usually when I show up, they leave. It's really sad. I just want a friend. I don't have any friends out here. But it's still my opinion that if a police officer is going to tell me that they're here patrolling for safety of people, then why wouldn't you advertise that you're here patrolling? Like, isn't the presence what the point of patrolling is? Presence of a police officer lessens crime. But when you hide in the shadows, nobody knows you're there. So it leads one to believe that the only reason you're here is to try and hem someone up. Hey, notably Nova. All right, dude, I can do that. Get in touch with them. You really need to get a cell phone, bro. Then we can just get a group text going. You guys want to see something interesting, though? So, this place advertises itself as having all these great amenities. They advertise it hard about the amenities that they offer here. One of them is a great basketball court and volleyball court that you can use. But about 4 days ago, this turned from a cop watch to going to look at this property. Oh man, I live a lonely life. But if you look at the basketball court, there are no backboards or rims on either of them. And it's been like that for about a week. So I guess all that you can really do here is the worst part of basketball, which is wind sprints. I don't have your house number, man. I might. I mean, if you send it to me in an email, I'm sure I do. I just have to look through my emails. But anyway, I'm going to meander my way back towards my building here. Appreciate you guys just coming to check it out. There were cops, I promise. There were 4 of them sitting here, and then another one showed up, and as soon as he saw me come back in with the camera, he bolted. I honestly feel like that because I live in a since I live in a college town, that when the cops come out here, it's not for safety reasons. It's literally to see if they can find some drunk kids walking around. That works for me. Kentucky Packer fan's wife just passed away. Oh, that's really sad, man. I wonder why the cops are so scared, though. What is happening? You guys having a good night?
Yes, sir.
Ah, sweaty. I just got called sir. Ugh. Time to shave the beard. Rather look like a baby than a sir. What's happening over here? There weren't that many cars leaving that it should be backed up like this. I always find it weird too. There is an actual Columbia Police Department annex right down the street, the one that I went to before. But it's always Richland County that's here. Oh, maybe I just don't understand how jurisdiction works. Well, I can't sleep, so I might be back on later after I walk out again and find them out here again. They'll probably be out here once all the bars close. In about 45 minutes, there'll be people coming back from the bars. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a shit ton of cops sitting in here. Old man. I don't know. I haven't really checked the news here recently. I've been kind of just trying to deal with mental health stuff, trying to stay as less stress as possible with everything that's going on. And the best way to do that is to avoid most social media or news because it's just all depressing. But I'll check it out, definitely. But like I said, I'm probably going to get off of here in just a second unless something changes here in a second. But don't be surprised if I go live again in like 45 minutes. What's weird is over there at that apartment complex, cops don't sit in there. And it's funny, and I think the reason why is because their gate actually works. So nobody can get in there without a key fob. But here, as you can see how secure our area is, if you ever just want to come in here and hang out, play some volleyball or something, this gate never closes. And whenever your gate's not closed, then all the animals get in. The pigs get loose, you know, and they just get all over the place. Start spreading lies. By the way, as an update, if you guys remember the last time we were in this area when there were like 7 police officers here, and they told me it was because of a shooting, there is no record of any officers dispatched for anything involving a firearm at all. Yeah, dude, absolutely. I know we can head down to campus area, especially on like a Friday or a Saturday. There's always tons of shit going on. Completely down for that. Having company is always better. You meet my dog too, Sam. He likes meeting new people. Hey, Zombie Enforcement Bureau, how is it going? I promise that the title wasn't clickbait. If you, the first part of this, there were police here. I promise. I think what we need to do as auditors down here, since there's enough of us just in this state, we need to come up with some type of group YouTube channel or some type of group website that we can contribute to just to put information about specific police officers here and about specific happenings just for here. Combine our efforts. That way the information can get out there to as many people as possible. I was thinking about that today. I think it would be a fun project, but it could also turn out to be something extremely informative for citizens. I've always wanted to do something more with this. Yeah, it is crazy. I think, like, I was in Rogue Nation's live stream where he was going over the stuff that was going on in Dothan, Alabama, I think it was, where an officer was found with drugs all over his car, but he tested clean for any type of drug use, and the only indication would be that he was using those drugs to plant them in other people's vehicles. And there have been quite a number of court cases that have been turned over. And the police chief tried to say that he had never had a complaint filed in his office, even though there was paperwork and stuff, you know? Like, how can you just, in the day of information, how can there be, like, this information age, how can there be so many ignorant people? It's like the internet didn't make anybody smarter. The internet didn't help anything, because all the information's available, but everyone wants to listen to their uncle's best friend about things. It's crazy. And I think that devoting an entire channel for just factual information about what you can expect in different counties and different cities in South Carolina as far as the police are concerned and local officials, I think would be extremely beneficial, not to just people who live here, but anyone who wants to come visit or anyone who thinks that they may want to move here. I mean, how can you feel safe in an area if there's a huge force of cops, but none of them can even agree on the lie that they want to tell as to why they're there? How can you trust officers who say they're here for public safety, but they're hiding? We're here to keep things safe, then at least turn on the little blue highlight lights you have on your things so that people know that there are police here. Instead, we got to play hide and seek with them because they're not here for the public safety. They're just here for revenue. It's a bunch of college kids coming home from partying, going to different parties, and they're looking for somebody so that they can get some revenue. That's all it is. Ham up somebody, ruin their entire life while they're still in college. And to straight up just lie. Like, I know that officers are allowed to lie. Well, why would you say something so brash like, we're here because of a shooting, when that's so easily verifiable? Like, that's the craziest part about the entire thing. The public information officer was extremely confused when she pulled up the list of dispatches for that day, and there wasn't even any order of a dispatch to come to this address, and yet there were like 9 officers here. It's weird to me. But I really like what Rogue Nation and Chuck Bronson have been doing. They've been doing their little educational live streams where they go over articles or court cases. Got to actually listen to yesterday. Well, I guess technically 2 days ago, based on what time it is. But got to listen to oral arguments for that landmark case back in, when was that, 71? Where the dude wore the jacket that said, fuck the Vietnam War or whatnot. And it's really cool to be able to listen to the lawyer give his arguments and listen to the judges responding and asking questions and seeing how the whole process works. Yeah, exactly. It's important history, and it's really cool. And I love the fact that these guys are doing that. I would love to see more of it. I don't have a computer anymore, so I don't really have the resources to be able to do a stream like that. But I would love to see more of that. Oh yeah, it was so cool, and that lawyer sounded so confident compared to most lawyers and stuff you hear nowadays. He had a really great speaking voice. He articulated very well, proved his points, answered all the questions. That's what he had tonight. Yeah, I was on Rogue Nation stream and I saw that he was also streaming something. I had to pick which one I wanted to watch. So I watched the one about Alabama, and that was crazy. I might go back and rewatch the video. I'm just kind of looking to see if any other officers pull in while we're standing here just chit-chatting, the 3 of us. Phew, it is warm. Not as warm as it is during the day, but I've definitely got a sheen of sweat going on. I'm not even wearing a hat today. But this was just supposed to be a smoke break. My teenage son decided that he was going to stay up till 2 in the morning and passed out at 11:30. My dogs are all sleeping in his room. Nobody wants to hang out. So I figured I'd hang out with myself on YouTube. And again, for you guys that are joining late and not seeing any cops based on the title that's there, I promise that there were cops at the beginning part of all of this. But as soon as I started asking questions and snooping in cars, the one dude made a radio call, and then they all just magically appeared by their vehicles and left. Then another dude showed up while I was walking down the sidewalk, parked, and as soon as I came in and he saw me with the camera pointed at him, he took off. Nobody wants to hang out. But definitely be on the lookout for our visit coming up here next week to the DHEC building. My concern with that, I'm just going to kind of ramble just a minute just because, hell, it's my YouTube channel and I'll do what I want. But I got a couple calls with messages left on my machine about, with my name and the progress of the vaccine as far as second shots and stuff. Now, I don't care what anybody does that are my viewers. You know, I'm not going to tell anybody what to do. But I had both of my shots in April or May. I don't remember. One of those 2 months. But I have messages left on my phone from the DHEC office with my name giving information on a voicemail about my vaccine. And they had it wrong. They said I hadn't had my second shot. And I needed to contact them and do all of this. Now, I was doing some research and I realized that anyone who's given vaccines in the state of South Carolina has to report the vaccine data to DHEC. My question is, what if they had called the wrong phone number? Like, what if they had called the wrong phone number and gave my information to somebody completely random? If that's not a violation of HIPAA, I don't know what is. So I want to talk to them about it. I just want to ask, figure out exactly how that process works. Do they train these call center individuals on HIPAA? Hey, cameras everywhere. You came in at the end with just me kind of rambling. You missed all the police. They all ran away. Now, I just feel that if you're going to have a call center that handles HIPAA protected information, like my medical records of my vaccines, then the people who are making the calls about it should also have that same training. They shouldn't be leaving voicemails on phones with pertinent medical information in that voicemail. It feels like that's a really big oversight. So that's what I want to go there for. Me, Pepperoni, Live BD, and Upstate are gonna head out there. Oh yeah, they'll probably be back out here in about, let's see, it's South Carolina. If I remember correctly, bars close here at 2. What time is it? 1:45. Would not be surprised if we see them here for quote-unquote safety, sitting with their lights off, waiting to see if drunk people are going to drive in here. I just found it really funny. If you guys go back to the beginning of this, you'll see 3 empty cop cars, 2 running, and then one guy sitting in his cop car across the way. And as soon as he saw me looking in the cop cars and reading the computer screens, and I walked up and talked to him, he radioed something. And then all of a sudden, those other 3 officers just materialized out of nowhere, got in their cars and left. And then he followed them out. He said that they were there because they were called in for people who were loitering. And then when the officers came back, I asked them what they were here for, and they said they were just patrolling for safety. In the dark, in their dark uniforms, cars parked with the lights all off. So I decided to walk out on the sidewalk. Please be careful, I promise I will. That's why I go live, because apparently I attract handcuffs. I must have magnets in my wrists, I don't know. But when I was walking on the sidewalk, another Richland County sheriff pulled up, parked in the same exact parking spot. And as soon as I came in, and we're talking like 30 seconds by the time I was able to be back inside the gate filming him. He took off as soon as he saw me with the camera, stared me down as he drove by. He's a great person. I loved hanging out with him. We went out and scoped out Fort Jackson, a couple places we want to go to. Yeah, I actually met Live BD in Colombia by complete accident. It was really funny because we didn't know who the other person was, so we were very hesitant about giving out information to each other. But from that point forward, we text. He's actually the guy who came and got me out of jail when I got arrested at the Department of Mental Health. He came and picked me up at like 11:30 at night, 12 o'clock. I didn't have anybody else to be able to come get me. And they wouldn't release me until the following morning because I guess like a couple of years ago, a dude got hit by a truck or something leaving the jail at nighttime. So they make it to where even if you post bail or you're let out or you get your PR, you have to stay in the jail until 8 o'clock the next morning because your safety. I find that to be it feels to me like a rights violation. But what do I know? I mean, hell, apparently I'm stupid when cops want to tell me that there was a shooting here when the internet exists. They have a public information officer. I have access to all of their dispatches. I have access to everything that goes on, and nothing like that was reported at all. There wasn't even a call to this place, but there were fucking so many officers here that day. Why lie? Just say we're here trying to hem people up because there was a party here. That's why. Simple stuff. I mean, we all know that's what they're doing, so why lie about it? Just makes you look fucking stupider. Like, or is it more stupid? Makes you look more stupid. Which one of those sounds better? I don't know. I'm never was really good at grammar. And I understand police are allowed to lie, but why do it in that situation? Like, I can understand the need to lie in order to, like, get a confession out of somebody or to solve a crime. Yeah, dude, do your thing. But you're going to lie to just some random person about why there's an increased presence of police in the area? It's weird. It's weird to me because it doesn't build trust, and it makes me feel less safe in the area that I'm in. If the police officer is going to tell me that there's a shooting here that I didn't even hear, how am I supposed to feel safe in an area where there's shootings and stuff and there's cops always here because our gate's stuck open? People are so impatient. Ugh. Should have brought my dog out. Could have hung out. I didn't. Like I said, when I came out here, I'm just suffering from insomnia for the past couple weeks. There just happened to be a bunch of cops sitting out here, right over there, right there. And the excuses that they give are so stupid. Why are their 2 cars running and yours not? Well, because they have to be able to keep equipment charged. But I'm sorry, your computer was on and your car's off. That person, neither one of those cars has any equipment on, and one of them looked like, yeah, man, absolutely, Pepperoni. I'll send me that email and I'll coordinate everybody, at least get everybody on the same email thread, and we'll head out and we'll do maybe we'll go out one Saturday and just go filming down 5 Points. Cops are always all over down there, so. Alright, so for the 6th time tonight, I'm going to tell you I'm going to meander back to my building. But then I get stuck on these rants. Man, where did they all go? Must have been a shift change. Bye, Pepperoni. Sleep good, man. No shit, that's pretty cool. I know that we have open carry now here. I think it's with long guns, as long as you have taken the concealed class. Now, I want to ask this question, and I know that there's not a lot of people watching right now, but I do have a few people that watch after the fact. And if you can answer it for me, we greatly appreciate it. But a firearm instructor for the police, that's their job, right? Literally, that's what we pay them taxes to do, is to train individuals on how to use firearms, firearm safety, things like that. Why then, if I go to take that course from an instructor that I'm already paying, do I have to pay extra money for the permit that comes from that class? I'll just leave that question hanging because I honestly don't know. I don't know if there's some precedent that allows that to happen or if it's just cops doing what cops do. Say what again, please? Which one? I feel like my titles turned into clickbait. I wish they wouldn't have ran away. Just wanted to hang out. It's sad. Why are they so scared of cameras? Gun permit. Say gun permit again. Concealed permit. I don't know what it's called. I don't actually own a gun. I'm planning on getting one here soon. But it's just not something that with my son being younger and stuff, it's just not something I really felt necessary. But now with the increased police presence and the ghost shooters, I mean, maybe I need like one of those proton packs from the Ghostbusters. I mean, if the ghosts are out here busting cats, a gun's not going to do me any good. So I'm going to need to have something. Isn't there a game where there's like a little miniature lie detector test in it? And it asks you these absurd questions and the lie detector reads some changes in your heart rate or something? I wonder if we bought one of those and took it around and asked cops questions, if they would hold it while we asked the questions and see if they're lying. I think that'd be a fun game. Well, it's all quiet here on the Western Front. So I'm going to go back inside, probably eat an ice cream cone. My query about the instructor is if the person is hired by us as a public servant, as a gun safety instructor, and that's his job, is to train individuals on how to use a gun, and you've got to take a class from one of these individuals in order to be able to get your permit to carry, why should I have to pay extra money for said permit if my taxes are already paying for the instructor's salary to begin with? Why should I have to pay even more in order to exercise my rights? Just a thought. Man, I was really hoping this video wouldn't be super clickbaity. God, why did they always run away? Make me look bad. I'm pretty good at doing that myself. I don't need the help of the police to look bad. But maybe someone can give me an answer other than the government trying to get as much money out of us as possible. Because I don't know. It seems fishy to me. Like, I could understand if I was going to like an independent place to get my firearm safety done. And that guy was an independent guy and, you know, you paid him to do it. Then, of course, you pay for the certificate. But if my taxes are already paying for the training, the piece of paper shouldn't cost me however much it costs for the permit. But like I said, here, I'm just going to go chill, eat an ice cream cone. And then we'll come back out and check. If there's nobody here, you won't see me again tonight. But if my prediction is correct, then there will probably be another live stream. Because I am, color me skeptical, that The police are actually here just to keep people safe and not try and get a bunch of college students tickets. All right, well, you guys have a good night. Remember, always film the police, guys. Stay safe and enjoy your weekend.